Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, The Town Watch. My name is Josh Town. Thank you for stopping by today. In this video, we're doing a full review of a watch from Bernhard H. This is a special piece. It's their 150th anniversary watch. It is a cool piece from a cool company, and I'm excited to show it to you in all of its details in this video today. So let's jump right in. All right, here it is, the Bernhard H. 150th anniversary automatic dress watch. I think it's more of a dressy piece. So just take a quick look at it and we'll jump into the specs and features of this watch. This is a limited edition piece to 1,871 pieces, which harks back to the 1871 start date of the Bernhard H. company. The Sellita SW200 is the movement that is being used here. You get a sapphire crystal with AR coating. Case material is stainless steel. Case diameter 43.2 millimeters. Case thickness 11 millimeters. Lug to lug distance 50.8 millimeters. Lug width 22 millimeters. The band material here is a genuine leather. Water resistance is 100 meters. And the weight, as I weighed it, is 101.5 grams. And the MSRP price on this piece is $2,190. So pretty good looking watch in my opinion. It really is. There are some things about it that I'll share that I don't think work for me personally, but we'll get into that in a moment. I want to talk a little bit about Bernhard H. because you're probably not familiar with them, as I wasn't initially. So they started in 1871 in Germany, and Bernhard H. the man, he started out as a metal engraver, and he worked his way and started engraving medals and medallions, and eventually even started minting coins for various countries. And then it ended up that he started engraving pocket watches, and in the 1990s is when they actually first began producing their first wristwatches. And because of their metal engraving background, those first watches that they produced were actually coin wristwatches. So they had coins for dials. In the 2000s, they partnered with the QI Group, and in 2006 they moved their operations to Switzerland, and so they are a Swiss-made watch company, and that's where they are today. So that's a little bit about the history of Bernhard H. I think it's pretty cool, and you can see with this medallion on the dial, it harkens back to their heritage of metal engraving and making coins and medallions and medals and such like that. I think that is pretty cool. My first impressions of this piece is that I like the looks of this watch. I really do. I think it is a good looking piece. The only issue that I have is that it's a little bit big for me personally. My 6.5-inch wrist, that longer lug to lug, it just doesn't sit right for me, and so unfortunately I can't wear this watch comfortably. If it was smaller, I think it would be a great piece for someone like me with smaller wrists. But there's no doubt that this is a quality piece. The finishing on this watch is really, really nice, and there's a lot to love about this watch. No doubt some quality craftsmanship that is going on here. Nice open case back with that very familiar Sellita SW200 movement. You get a custom rotor with the year that they started to 2021 for that 150th anniversary. Bernhard H. there, and very nice screwed down case back. The case here is something that I like about this watch. Just the design and the shape of it I think is quite unique and pretty cool. And then the finishing on this is really, really nice. You get some brushing on the top of that bezel there, and as you turn the watch you can see that the edge of the bezel is polished, and so tops of the lugs, the top portion of this case, are also that brushing, but then you get these polished edges along the sides, and then the sides of the case are again that really nice brushed look. So it's a mix of brushed and polished surfaces, but it all looks really, really good for sure. The case back again is screwed down and open case back, and you can see the Sellita SW movement. So there's 4 screws that keep that case back screwed down and in place. And this watch is really actually quite thin for what it is at only 11 millimeters. The crown on this watch looks great. It is a signed crown. It's a push-pull crown. I like the looks of the knurling that they're using here, and the crown works and operates really, really nicely, and I think it looks good with this watch. It's about 6.9 millimeters as I measured it in. The dial on this watch is a gorgeous sunburst blue dial. Really plays with the light nicely, especially if you're out in daylight. You can really see the sunburst effect of this dial really, really nicely. It's not coming in so great on camera right now, but the dial is really beautiful on this watch. They do have these applied, polished numerals all around the dial, as you can see, and there is no 3 because that is covered up there with this nice medallion. And it is engraved really, really nicely with one of the old buildings that Bernhard H. used to have there in Germany. And this medallion is actually made out of 925 silver. And I think that's pretty neat. And it looks great. You know, some people might not like that medallion there on the dial, but I'm not bothered by it at all. You do get this railroad track going on here as well. And you get these minute markings marked out there and some numerals also around the edge of that track. You do get an applied logo right here at the top, and then some printed information. Bernhard H. 1871 150th anniversary, automatic and Swiss made down below. The handset are nicely polished, large sword type hands, and they're filled with this white paint. Initially I thought that might be lume, but it is not lume. There is no lume on this watch, but that's some sort of white paint, and I found this watch to be pretty legible for what it is. And I think the second hand is really good, the way they made it to just reach out to the edge of this track. I think that works nicely, but then the minute hand reaches past that to actually touch the numeral indices. I think that was a very good touch, the way they did that as well. Overall, the dial, I think, looks really, really good. Again, there's no lume, so no lume on this video today. The strap here is a genuine leather strap. It's black in color, as you can tell. I think there are 8 points of adjustment. If you have super small wrists, there won't be enough points for you to wear this watch, so keep that in mind. No quick release spring bars, unfortunately, for the strap, but it does come with this nice butterfly clasp, and it is polished and brushed and signed with their logo there, and it looks and functions really, really good. The strap itself seems kind of generic in its feel and the quality of it. I mean, it's not bad by any means, but just feels a little bit generic as far as the leather goes here. So this is the Bernhard H. 150th anniversary piece. I'm going to jump back in front of the camera and share some final thoughts about it. So Bernhard H. I hope that you learned a little bit about the company in today's video. I do have to say that they've made an awesome watch in this 150th anniversary piece. The quality is awesome on this watch. The finishing is top notch. It's a Swiss made piece, and the case shape and design, I think, is really, really cool. The only issue that I have with it is that it's too big. It has a 43 millimeter diameter, but with that longer lug to lug, it overhangs my small wrists and I cannot wear it comfortably. If it was smaller dimensions, I think this watch would be staying around for quite a while, because I really do like the looks and the shape of the case. Some people might not like that medallion that's on the dial. For me, that did not bother me too much at all, and I like it because it harkens back to the history of this company. But what do you guys think about this piece? Please let me know down in the comments below. If you're interested in it, all the links to this company will be in the description below. Please share your comments there. I'd love to interact with you down in the comments section below. And if you like this video today, please hit that like button. It does really help out the channel and we really appreciate it very much. But that's it for today's video here on the Town Watch. We'll see you next time.